Furiosa, the Max Saga. I uh, I waited till the last minute to go see this movie. I decided to go, and I, uh, I got up this morning and I was reading scriptures. Man, I was listening to the birds chirping, and I was like, man, this is feeling pretty good. So, uh, I was looking at. I was wanting to go see Furiosa. That's her name, the Max Saga. And so I'm gonna read the plot synopsis, and I'm just gonna be a quick review. But anyway, after I got done reading all my scriptures, man, I was like, I text my friend Chuck, because Chuck usually likes to travel. So I text him. He says, I say, hey man, you want to go see a movie? I said, no, it's a little late. And when I text him, it was like 10:30, so it was still early in the morning. But usually I text him the day before, you know. But he said, yeah, I'll go with you. Sure, I ain't doing nothing. So we decided to go to this one theater that's like 40 minutes away. It's a really nice theater. But boy, I tell you what, there ain't hardly nobody out in the theaters, man. I tell you what, there was a festival over here. It was kind of like in this mini mall section. But anyway, snatched from the green place of many mothers, young Furiosa falls into the hands of a great biker horde led by warlord Dementus. Sweeping through the wasteland, they come across the citadel presided over by Immortan, Joe. The two tyrants fight for dominance. Furiosa soon finds herself in a non-stop battle to make her way home. Now let's read the plot synopsis. Now, is this one of those movies that I was dying to see? No. I seen this movie because I seen the one that came out a few years back, which is this. And I thought it was very entertaining. So, this had Charlize Theron in it. And as you see, she got her hair cut short. Well, Anya Taylor-Joy plays is 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 the one that's playing her, but at a younger her. And what was neat about this movie was Anya Taylor-Joy. Her character actually shaved her head to match what this one was, you know. But what was cool, but this had Chris Hemsworth in it, and I ain't gonna lie, man, Chris Hemsworth did a really good job. I mean, he did a real good job. Anya Taylor-Joy, obviously, she did pretty good. She always does good. She always seems like she giving her best. Uh, but uh, they this this movie was a little long. Okay, so I thought it was longer than what it should have been, and the reason why I'm explaining it this way is because it was 2 hours and 28 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours and 28 minutes. To me, it felt like it was 3 hours. And so I was like, uh, I liked the movie. I really did. Because when I wouldn't see Mad Max, I just asked my friend Chuck, because he goes movies with me, and say, man, you want to see Mad Max? This a few years back. He goes, sure. I said, man, I'm just going in blind. I said, I like Charlize Theron, and I like the other guy that played with her. I forgot his name, but I like him too. And so he said, yeah. So we enjoyed the movie. So is this one of those, oh my God, this is the greatest movie this summer? No, not at all. But I enjoyed the movie. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes long. But I'll be honest with you, Chris Hemsworth did a good job playing this bad guy. His character was he did a good job. You know, you're so used to Chris Hemsworth. He's a good actor anyway, but he did good. He did good in this. And Anya Taylor-Joy, she did, she nailed it. She did a good job. But to sum this up, I think the movie industry is really bad this year because it just looks like it's kind of dry. I think the frontier of this 2024 is going to be dry. I mean, they probably got, this is one I wanted to go see, but I just let you guys know that if you want to go see this, fine. If not, you can wait on streaming. It's going to be in streaming. And since I own this one, I'm quite sure I'm going to get this one. But this had no dragging nowhere. And also, it was clean. I mean, it was violence, obviously. And there was a lot of killing, obviously. But it was nonstop action. Also, there was nothing, if you catch my drift, there was nothing in there. Even Chuck, when we went out and we picked a restaurant while we were down there because I had never been in this theater. He only been once. He said, "Hey man, let's check out this theater. It's really nice. Y'all check it out." But it was a very nice theater, and it was big and it was roomy, and it just they even served food in there. But I don't eat food while I'm in the and watching the movie. But like I said, guys, this is sitting on a this is 89 Rotten Tomatoes, and I can see why it's an 89 Rotten Tomatoes. If you can handle the 2 hours and 28 minutes, then this movie will be for you. But if you like nonstop action, there is non-stop action. No, it's just constant from the time it opens up to the time it's over. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a little restless because maybe they could have took off 35 minutes of the movie, but you know, I'm cool with it. But I was impressed because I went in Furiosa, the Mad Max Saga, a Mad Max Saga, just like I went in when I went and seen this. Me and Chuck went and said, "Hey man, you want to check that Mad Max out?" I said, "The trailer looks pretty good." He said, "Yeah, we went in." I said, "Not a bad movie." So I bought it just to have it in my stash because I like get movies, and it was good enough to buy, and it had enough action to buy, and it was very good. What was cool about this movie though also is I was at the end I was like, okay, it's finally over. Because it had chapters in there. You know, it would fade to black and then it'd go to like 2 and then it would have a title. Then after you watch it for a little bit, it would fade to black and it would say 3 and it would say a title. Then after that, it'll play a while, it'd fade to black and it says, it would say 4 and it would say the title. And it did that all the way through the movie. It was pretty crazy. There was parts I was like, oh my God, you guys need to get to the point. But there was just lots and lots and lots of action. You ain't never gonna get bored. And the sound effect in that theater was awesome. This is one you can buy, if you got I got a nice sound system, but there's some people got like a theater sound system. I ain't going that far. I just live in I live in an apartment, so half double. But this one will do good. It can rattle the walls if I wanted to, so it's good enough. But should you go see this movie? Maybe not. You could wait on streaming, but I'm definitely gonna buy this when it comes out because it was pretty good. There was no sex. There was no. I'm not gonna use that word. There was no that one word, and there was no the other word. Because there's one that people use on YouTube a lot, and then there's the other one that people use a lot. I just don't want to be that channel, but I know you guys know what I'm talking about. And when me and Chuck went out and got something to eat, because we went to like a 2:15 showing, and when we came out, man, there was this, festival, and there was a band playing and stuff. So we walked over there and checked it out. It was a pretty good day. Pretty good day. Got me a really good workout in. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna put this in my collection, and it's sitting at an 89% Rotten Tomatoes. And like I said, I read you the plot synopsis. But at the end, when you watch this movie, because there's a person in this movie that was also in this movie. So it ties in at the end. So I was like, oh, because I was getting ready to get up. My buddy Chuck was going to get up, and then when he started showing stuff from this that tied into this movie I just seen. So I'm like, okay. I said, oh. And Chuck was saying, yeah, that's in the other movie that we seen a few years back. I said, yeah. And so what she did at the end, she went and took something from the other protagonist that was in this movie, which was also in Furiosa, the Mad Max Saga. I said, he was in the last movie. I said, huh. But they were trying to have these healthy babies. That's what they were trying to do. Because she come from this place called the Green Place, and they was looking, when they captured her, they looked at her mouth and her hands, and they said, she has no blood. You have to watch it. But anyway, that's all I got. I told you guys, I drop these type of videos on this channel because I just do. And I just, I wanted to let you guys know I seen this movie. And I think it's a very good movie. And yeah, It's but a footnote. I think the movie industry is struggling. I really do. I don't think this movie's going to do very good at the box office at all. I think this movie's going to make, I don't know. Uh, it says 31 million. So, and plus, it's a Memorial Day weekend. So, I don't know how Memorial Day weekend stuff works. There's some movies that can crack the code on Memorial Day. I don't think this one did. And I know I wasn't definitely going to see Garfield. I'm just not. I just knew I wasn't in that movie. But anyway, I just thought I'd share with you guys that I think that the movie industry is really struggling this year. I think I'm going to go see. I'll possibly go see Bad Boys. I seen the trailer of that. I know Will Smith slapped. What's your name? I get it. That was his defining moment. You know that was his defining moment. How he, man, the devil really took over his body, took over his soul that night, man. That was supposed to be his defining moment. Get that Oscar, make a speech. That was supposed to be his defining moment. He goes up there and slaps the crap out of Chris Rock. Man, I was like, that's a shame. It's gonna be hard for him to shake that one. But anyway, I'm gonna go see Bad Boys because it just looks entertaining. So me and Chuck's gonna say, Chuck said, I want to see it. You want to see that? I said, yeah, I'll go with you. Then the next movie we're gonna go see is Quiet Place, and then we're definitely gonna see that Deadpool Wolverine movie. But to sum this up, I just think that the movie industry is it's struggling. I think the strike hurt it really bad, and plus. All the stuff that they're trying to insert in all the movies and stuff, they're just dead set on inserting their agendas in all these movies. They're wanting to put all this stuff in there. I won't get into it. You guys know what I mean. And they're hurting themselves. They're shooting themselves in the foot. Take Disney. Disney is determined to keep going at what they're going at. All they got to do is course correct. But they don't want to. They just want to keep trying to do what they're doing, which is stupid because nobody cares for Disney like they once did. You know what I mean? So anyway, but back to this movie. This movie had nothing in it. And y'all know what I mean by that. It had nothing. No one word and that other word. One starts with the W and one starts with the LG, whatever. I don't want to say them because I don't want to be that channel. But all I'm saying is this movie is straight out non-stop action. There wasn't even a sex scene in this movie. I even told Chuck, I said, dang, nobody even has sex in this movie because they real quick, I was watching this movie and I said to myself, where is those people must be using the restroom and in the ground, how they washing, how they getting clean. I was like, oh, that's got, because the way that it's a post-apocalyptic life, you know what I'm saying? I never was able to say that word, but I mean, it was barren, except for where she came from. And they were all trying to find out where she come from because they like to find out where this place is, where it's got grass and all this kind of stuff and trees. And she came from that place, and they're trying to keep people from going in there because they'll strip it. And these people are healthy and they're secluded from everybody. And they captured her, so they're trying to find out where this place is. So anyway, they call it the green place. I believe that's what they said in the movie. So, but every place else is barren. But when I was watching, I was like, man, where all these people come from anyway, and how they still having babies? Because I'm like, because then, in a situation like that, I mean, there's no, because everything's in groups. You got this area in this movie. You had this area over here, and they had this over here, and then they had this section over here, then they had this section over here, and it was always ran by this guy or that guy or that guy. They had women in there, but the guy that in this movie, he was trying to make babies with these girls so he can have an actual healthy baby. And it showed one of the girls having a baby, and the baby was crying, and it was like a baby, then a half a baby, then it had 3 legs, and that guy that had the mask on, that had that, he had the blonde hair, he looked at it and he goes, get rid of that and get rid of her and stuff like that. But at the end of the movie, it shows what Anya Taylor-Joy's character did at the end of the movie because she had her epic battle was with Chris Hemsworth character. He did a good job and she did a good job. Look, non-stop action, over the top, everything was it was spectacles, the way it was shot, beautifully shot, sound, all that. It's just a little bit too long for me. I thought they could have took off 30 minutes at least. But other than that, that movie's getting ready to be. It's going to be in my DVD collection when it gets here, when it's available to buy, because I wanted to go with this. So yeah, I went in blind when I went and seen this, and I went in blind when I went and seen that, because it's not one of those movies like, oh God, like I want to go see this. Quiet Place, I really want to see this. Bad Boys, I can take that or leave it, because I just go see some movies for entertainment. Like when me and Chuck went and seen Bad Boys, the last one, before Will Smith did all his stuff, and me and him liked that movie, and we went just for fun. So that's why I'm gonna go see Bad Boys. But A Quiet Place, oh yeah, I got them. That's a marked on your calendar date for me. I'm going with my son that found me a couple years ago. He was searching for me because he found out his father, and I was his father, which is cool. Me, him, and Chuck's going to go. And then my other son and his girlfriend, we're going to go see Wolverine. So it's going to be me and Chuck, my son, his girlfriend, and my new son that found me. So I got those dates up. Oh, Beetlejuice, baby. Michael Keaton. There's just certain roles Michael Keaton can play. And that one, man, he says, the juice. He says, the juice is loose. Or something like that. But man, I know that's gonna be good. So I'm definitely gonna see that one too. So anyway, happy Memorial Day on Monday to all you guys. And I'm dropping a video here shortly about a game that I played. I forgot I played. God bless, take care, and we'll catch you next video. We will see you.